are lots of bits and pieces that probably, in the big scheme of things, have to be addressed.
Yeah.
One of the areas that I've sort of taken on this role to do the media development, and tied in with that, part of what I wanted to do was bring the focus back into the music as opposed to always being on the dance, in the sense that country dancing started and became very, very popular because Scottish dance music was the music of the time.
That's right.
At that point in
That's
time.
Right.
And right at this point in time, Scottish traditional or Scottish dance music doesn't have any really outlet in public eye other than Take the Floor as a program.
And accordion clubs,
Yeah.
and that's about it, really.
And I feel that because of that, it's kind of becoming the lost cousin, the lost sheep of Scottish music, and I think that's a lot to do with why some of doesn't have the same appeal, because it's not, people don't automatically say, I want to go out and do some dancing and get fit and do things like that. I'm going to do that Scottish dancing because they don't hear the music that goes with it. And what can we add to the Scottish dance music that we do that the more sort of public facing music is doing, to maybe try and make it a little bit more modern, a little bit more fresh from that side, but definitely drive it from the music, so that we're, the RSCDS are seen to be helping the music forward, which should hopefully in turn encourage a lot more dancers to come in.
Yeah, because you go to kids' festivals, I mean, you've played at kids' festivals like myself, and you get hundreds of kids all thoroughly enjoying the music, and then 6 years later when they're in senior school they just drift away and they've gone and we've lost them. It's such a shame, and they seem to enjoy the music at that age, but they just, once they've got their own families, they'll then maybe drift back into it again. It's a shame.
Yeah, and I think if there's an outlet for it that they can hear or get access to on a more sort of public basis, on a daily basis, as it were, somewhere that they could listen to Scottish dance music.
Just follow my car, you'll hear it.
Well, I know. I know I turn mine up that loud that at least 3 cars round about we can hear when we stop at traffic lights. We've got to do that. It's part of the deal, isn't it? I like that one. Get one of these sound systems that the young guys have got that you can hear from about a quarter mile away.
I just stick my Bose out through the roof of the car and I think it's the Google camera.
Well, one of the things that I'm hoping to move forward with an internet radio programme that we run and play our music on our website on a sort of running basis, so that we can have a playlist of what's getting popular stuff, the popular dances, and tie the whole thing together. Ideally, so that gives, again, it means that people could tune into the RSCDS website and get and listen to that while doing their housework or whatever, and things like that. So I'm looking at doing that. There's quite a lot of web development stuff that I'm looking at doing, but that's the one to do the music. So we'll need to get you to do a radio program, George.
No, thanks. You're playing the intro music to this. That's good enough.
Oh no.
I'll write the tunes.
You write the tunes, I'll play the music. Okay. Any other thoughts yourself on the, maybe the direction or other ways to maybe get young people to get involved?
It's trying to get rid of what would you say? The way people think about the RSCDS music and the Scottish country dance music, the fact that it's strict, youngsters don't want to get involved in that. We could just realise that they joined in with the band scene, how much there is. I mean, your young Scot is having a great time. There's many young folk. If they just join in and get with it and start playing, they realise how much it teach all over the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely all over the world.
Yeah.
And there's some cracking nights.
Yeah. I mean, I genuinely believe, again, this thing about getting young musicians in, I think we should be making this ladder of success thing, so that we get young people in, so that they can see that there is a global aim. Ideally, but keeping it in a kind of professional footing, which is, we're back to the financial side of things. If we could get that sorted out, then I think we would have a huge amount of young people coming in.
And realise that there are various styles of Scottish country dance music from different countries. We were talking earlier on about taking it internationally, I mean, what they play in Germany is different from what they play in Australia, is
Yep.
different from what they play in New Zealand,
Yeah.
different from what they do in America. None of them are right, none of them are wrong.
No.
Let's all join in and have a good tune.
Yeah, and that might be something that in the future it might be worth actually pulling some of these things together and actually recording them and put them out as a headquarters, an RSCDS published.
On the web or
Or,
whatever.
yeah, or on the web, or even as a CD or whatever it may be. So I pull these international things together
Yeah.
a little bit more as well.
Good.
It's a case of keeping the
Watch the space.
the future's bright. That's it's RSCDS coloured.
Musical. Hopefully.
Yeah. Anyway, George, thanks very much for your
Thanks for
time. I
having
know it's you're a really busy man, and I really appreciate
Not at all.
you coming up and having a chat.
We're going to hear a tune now.
We're going to hit you exactly.
Right.
I'm on the piano.
I'll play the fiddle.
Cheers.
That-